Okay, the topic I want to talk about is the random people that find me on the ground or come to the scene when I'm down on the ground, and I even have my friends with me. When I have my friends with me, they're the ones that, I can't advocate for myself because I'm, on the ground in an attack, in a dream state. So I can't hear anything that goes on, but this is what they've told me what's happened. And they've told people that have come to the scene that say that they're nurses or doctors. Shoot, excuse me. So they told me that they've come to the scene and they never believe my friends. Never. They think they're making it up, or they think they're hiding something, or they think they drug me. Come on, people. So, so yeah, we get a lot of that. I've been mistaken for a drunk, passed out on the side. When a random woman found me on the side of the sidewalk during a carnival one year, it's a carnival that comes to our town every summer, and this is when we were in high school. Went to the carnival and had a lot of fun, and it wore me out. I had a narcoleptic attack, and I basically had the attack and was mistaken for a drunk. They turned me on my side and they called the cops. Luckily, the guy who was on duty was the chief of police, who knows me. So when I heard the woman talking as I came to out of my attack, telling the police officer, and literally the woman's like, that guy's a drunk, he passed out, da, da, da. And the police officer said, oh, that's Justin, he doesn't drink. So the police chief knows me, and I don't drink out in public. I don't drink really at all. I mean, I drink socially. I don't drink alone. I don't drink out in public because that's just a disaster waiting to happen. So, plus I don't have more than like one or two. Seriously. So, I know my limit, and I don't do it to pass out. So I was just drinking water and, having carnival food as always. Juice, water. And, night goes on and I get tired. And I've had other occasions where there have been so-called nurses at the scene that are at a karaoke place, or just, happen to be walking around town or out in the city randomly. And just randomly the attack happens, and then the first person to come onto the scene or just make it to it, they assume that I'm a guy who has a heart condition, and they start pumping doing CPR on my chest and thinking they're gonna save my life. And that's scary that so many times that's happened. Sorry, I can't see, I don't have my glasses. Okay, 3 minutes. Just want to make sure I'm not going to go over 10 minutes. Plus also I'm going to try to keep these clean and without swearing in these videos as much as possible. So I want these to be able to be viewed if anyone finds them helpful, educational, or in some way enlightening. I want them to be able to view them without having swears in them. So back to the topic. It really makes me mad that no one believes my friends when, when they're the ones that are with me the most and know me and know my condition and know how to react and know how to keep calm when it happens. It's the bystanders who are freaking out and, their adrenaline's pumping through their head and they're thinking, oh God, I gotta do CPR, he's not breathing. I mean, narcoleptics with cataplexy don't need CPR at all. If someone sees a narcoleptic and doesn't bother checking for a medical bracelet or a medical necklace or the medical ID in their wallet that we take time to make sure that we are safe when we fall into a random attack out in public. But honestly, it doesn't, it's not enough. Because there are people out there who just decide to go ahead and start doing CPR without thinking. And it's scary. And that has to change. The Heart Association's policy is hands first. That has to change. It's going to end up causing innocent lives to be hurt or injured or even killed just because someone's trying to be a hero and thinking they're doing the best thing for the person by doing what they're told to do. Honestly, the person that's on the scene that has, experience with CPR, great. But they shouldn't do CPR to someone who is breathing. Narcoleptics and cataleptics always usually, I don't want to word this wrong. We always breathe. We're breathing. We're fine. We are okay. We just go into a sleep attack. We look like we're on the ground motionless, but we're actually okay. We're sleeping. So, honestly, unless we're on the ground and our face is being covered by, our hand like this and we're out like this, then yeah, maybe you want to move our hand a little bit just so we can be able to breathe. But other than that, don't do CPR to us. And I've had 3 occasions where it's happened, and it's scary. I have to worry about going out to places with my friends and keep in mind that there could be someone out there that could want to do CPR on me if they see me go down, and it's scary. It almost makes me not want to go out of my house. But I don't let that fear control me to keep me inside and not go anywhere. I mean, it's tempting to. It's so easy just to not even go anywhere. Let it, be a hermit basically. But if I live in fear, what good is life? So I basically just, I'm putting this video up because I want more and more people to know about narcolepsy and cataplexy, what to do and what not to do when you come across someone with narcolepsy, or if you come across someone that's on the ground, regardless. But always check for medical identification. Look for a bracelet on the arm. Most of the time when I'm in the winter and I wear a coat, it's a heavy, thick coat and it covers my bracelet. I understand that. And this is in my shirt most of the time. Maybe I should wear it outward. But, I take the steps precautionally to wear these and bring them everywhere I go. But if anyone is on the ground found sort of unconscious, or if they look like they're unconscious, check to make sure they have a medical ID first before you do anything to them. I know every second counts, but just try to look and make sure they're breathing. If they're breathing, then that gives you more time to look for their medical identification. If they're not breathing, then go ahead, do the CPR thing. But we breathe when we sleep. We're breathing. It's not like our heart stops when we go down. Our heart still beats. We breathe. So we take the steps necessary to make sure we're all safe when we're out and about in public, if we go out in public. I go out in public. I know some people do, some people don't. Some people go out in public only for a few hours just because they don't want to have an attack out in random areas, and I don't blame them. It's scary out there. There are a lot of people out there who react without thinking, could easily take a life without even realizing it. And I don't think anyone wants it on their conscience. I really don't think they do. I know they mean well. I know they're trying to be a hero and do the right thing. But it could do more harm than good if they're not careful. I don't want to have to worry about dying whenever I go outside and walk around and have an attack and think some random person's going to do CPR on me one day and I'm not going to make it out of it. Or I'm not going to wake up from that. Or I'm going to have broken ribs because they tried to do CPR on me. I don't need that. I mean, come on. No one needs that. So it's best that, I think, for this video to be viewed so that we can get the word across to the Heart Association to change their policies, so that we feel safer going outside, knowing that people are thinking more before they react to something, before they cause more damage. To us, basically. To anyone with narcolepsy or cataplexy, they could cause more damage to us, thinking that they're going to save our life. And can't have that. Yes, you'll save a life in some way, but then you might take another in the process with someone who doesn't need CPR. So that's it for this section for this blog. Take care, have a good one, and feel free to comment on my blogs or send me questions on my page or on my channel. Like ask me questions or suggest topics for me to talk about that you want addressed, or ask me questions and I'll answer them the best I can. Okay? Take care. Have a good one.